you settled down? The scene is being inspected without you. This time the body didn't disappear. However, you lost consciousness. I didn't expect you to faint. Seeing that corpse must have been incredibly shocking. I did not predict you to be the fainting type. I suppose humans are unpredictable. Now that you're back, let's get back to business. You are conscious, are you not? Are you at a loss for words? Date, don't let negative thoughts consume you. Thinking that Iris died because of me. If I never took her to Ota's, this wouldn't have happened. If you truly believe that, then your brain is completely rotten. Or perhaps when you saw the corpse, your head became filled with images of blooming yellow dandelions.
What?
Oh, you're talking now. Was I correct? If you consider the situation logically, even an elementary school student would understand.
Huh?
Fine. Allow me to pluck some of those dandelions from your mind. I will ask 3 questions. Please answer honestly. First question. The cold storage warehouse was not in regular operation, but even so, the AC was on, and a minus 58-degree temperature was maintained. Why is that?
To preserve something.
Yes. Let us move on to the next question. Second question. There was something strange about the corpse. Do you remember what that was? That is a unique factor, but there was something else, something more peculiar. What is unnatural about that?
Isn't it strange? The culprit hid the body because they didn't want it to be found. But then they cover it with a cloth? That implies they thought that someone would eventually find it.
But do you know for a fact that the culprit hid the body? And even if they were responsible, it is not uncommon that murderers feel a sudden urge of remorse or pity for their victim.
So the cloth was a sign of pity?
That is a possibility.
Iris's body was completely frozen. The temperature read negative 58. With Iris's weight... Just wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady that?
105 pounds.
I see. 105, huh? It should have taken about 18 hours to freeze solid, but we were...
Wait a moment. Before you draw your conclusion, allow me to ask my final question. Question 3. 2 days ago, Sunday night, you found a dead body in the cold storage warehouse. But afterward, you visited the Sagan household and discovered that Iris was in fact still alive. Why?
You mean...
You've got it.
I don't believe it.
The stomach is swollen slightly. She appears to have been pregnant.
How?
Do not worry. The uterus does not contain a fetus.
You mean after she was killed?
No. The fetus was not present in her body when she was killed. She must have been killed after giving birth. The distended stomach does not immediately shrink after birth. The expanded uterus takes some time to return to its normal size. This evidence makes one thing perfectly obvious.
This corpse isn't Iris. It's someone else.
Which means...
Iris is still alive.
Not necessarily. She could be alive. We haven't confirmed that yet. Multiple stab wounds with a single-edged, sharp object to the victim's back. Judging by the size and shape of the marks, the weapon was most likely a kitchen knife. This matches what you said on Sunday.
So this is the body I saw then. Is there an estimated time of death?
Impossible to determine. This body has been completely frozen for at least 10 years.
"10 years? She was killed more than 10 years ago?"
Exactly. Her identity is unknown. Her killer is also unknown. But there is one likely suspect.
Who?
Let's consider the clues. The scene. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Sunday night, we saw So here. And there is something else about So Sajima. We witnessed someone similar to Iris being stabbed repeatedly in So's Somnium.
But it wasn't Iris. It was this woman.
That is highly likely.
What we saw was So's memory from more than 10 years ago.
I believe that is the case.
Renju and So?
But we still do not know where Renju is.
That means that we need to talk to...
So Sajima.
I thought I told you. Never to show your face here again.
I didn't come here for Shoko today. I didn't come here for Iris either. Instead, I'm here for a girl who looks like Iris. Did you kill her?
Date, look.
I knew it. You killed her, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've had enough of your shit, Congressman! You wanted to check on the body of the girl you killed. That's why you were at the cold storage warehouse 2 days ago. Where is Renju Okiura? You know where he is, don't you? You were at an Okiura fishery warehouse for a reason. There's definitely a connection between you two, and that's not all. Number 89 called your secretary. The same number 89 that Renju escaped with. Now tell me, where is Renju?
We'd like to ask you to please leave.
Damn it, So!
There's nothing we can do. We did arrive without a warrant. We were technically trespassing. If he had called the police, we would be in a predicament. We would have been detained immediately. Who would look after Iris then? Do you intend to leave your responsibility with Mizuki and Ota?
Ah!
Calm down, Date. We still have our lead.
Lead?
Before I explain, we need to discuss the corpse in the cold storage warehouse. Let's give her a name. Because she is frozen solid, we could call her All Ice or Alice. What do you think? Alice and Iris. I believe it fits nicely.
All right, Alice. What about her?
Someone might be able to identify her.
Who?
Allow me to ask you 3 questions.
Again with this?
First question. You have seen this corpse more than twice. 3 times, in fact. When was the first time?
Three days ago. Saturday night when I synced at Abyss.
Yes, in the Somnium world. We saw the frozen corpse of a girl. Question 2. Who is the girl?
Now I know. That girl was probably Alice.
Most likely, yes. So we have technically known Alice for 3 days. One last thing. The final question. In which Somnium did we see Alice?
My roommate, Mizuki Okiura.
Exactly. You mentioned something about Mizuki's Somnium being some kind of prophecy. But prophecies are nonsense. Dreams are not made of the future. They are made from the past. Therefore,
Mizuki has seen Alice before.
there is no other explanation.
Aiba, where is Mizuki now?
Where we went with Iris yesterday, Ikume Shrine.
The shrine? Why would she be there?
Unknown. She is supposed to be looking for Iris.
Okay, let's go.
Date,
Did you find Iris?
if I did, I would have told you already.
Right.
Iris used to like this shrine. She told me about all her memories here. We used to come here all the time. You know those steps in the front? We would sit there together and talk about things. Like what gluten-free means, and eyelash extensions, and aerial yoga. And we would talk about all our problems together. Sometimes we would talk late into the night. So I thought that maybe she'd be here, but it looks like I was wrong. I think he's searching Akihabara right now. Last time he checked in, he said he didn't have anything.
I think Iris is with Renju.
With Daddy?
Yeah. Her note mentioned her most trusted person. That's probably Renju.
Yeah. I remember that mermaid girl saying something like that.
He was looking for Iris.
Does that mean that Daddy is the one who called for Iris?
It could be. So I need to know where he is.
But I haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Mizuki, I have something very important to ask you. You've seen her before, haven't you? 3 days ago, I saw her in your Somnium. The body of a girl who looks like Iris, Alice. Your dreams are built from your memories. So that corpse... Mizuki, please, answer me. Iris's life is at stake.
Huh? What do you mean?
I need to know everything about Alice. If I find out who she is, I might be able to solve the mystery of Renju and number 89, and that might lead me to Iris.
Okay, I'll tell you about Alice. It was about a month ago. I saw my daddy crying in the president's office at Lemniscate. I was peeking through a crack in the door so he didn't see me. Daddy got up, then got into his car and drove away. I had never seen him like that before. I was curious, so I followed him in a taxi. That led me to the cold storage warehouse. He got out of his car and went inside. I followed right behind him, quietly. Daddy was standing next to the forklift in the back. I hid behind a shelf. I watched Daddy open the hood of the forklift, and then, after a little bit, he left. I wanted to know what he was looking at. I went over to the forklift, and I looked under the hood myself. And then...
You saw Alice's dead body.
But at the time, I thought it was Iris. The corpse looked exactly like Iris. I couldn't believe she was dead. I just couldn't. So I went to Iris's house. Huh?
What's wrong, Mizuki?
Iris was alive. I thought I was going crazy or dreaming. I tried to convince myself that it was just a hallucination. What do you mean? I couldn't just ask. It would have changed everything. I thought that as long as I stayed quiet, everything would be okay. I didn't see a dead body. I wasn't even at the warehouse. I repeated that to myself over and over and tried to forget the whole thing.
Repressed memories are often the subject of somnia.
That's why Alice showed up during the sync.
What was I supposed to do? Daddy would have been in trouble.
So you kept quiet this whole time?
Yeah. I actually met with one of the higher-ups at Daddy's company last night, before I went to Matsushita Diner.
Why?
Because you asked about the cold storage. I was curious. I asked around some, and... I found out that Daddy was managing the warehouse before I was born. After my grandpa died, Daddy took over. In exchange for managing the warehouse, he gave ownership of the company to someone else. I guess he didn't want to let this place go. Or maybe he couldn't let it go. That's more accurate, I think. But I understand why. Inside that warehouse was...
Alice.
On paper, Daddy has nothing to do with Okiura Fishery. Daddy was still managing the warehouse. And he was the only one allowed in there, too. That was part of the agreement when he gave up the company. And the whole thing had to be a secret. He really stressed that point.
Hey, Mizuki. How long was he managing the warehouse?
For 18 years. That's what the man told me.
18 years? From that long ago?
Yes.
Iba, I need an emergency search. Missing persons from 18 years ago.
Understood.
Huh?
Date, I found her. The girl who looks like Iris.
What's her name?
Monica Iwai, 19 years old at the time of her disappearance. A graduate of Eitoku High School.
What?
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now. When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
Alice's... Monica. Hitomi's friend who went to the same school as her and Renju. But why? Monika's body was found just now. But even back then, Hitomi knew. She knew that Monica was already dead. Aiba, where is Hitomi right now?
At headquarters for questioning. MPD still believes that the body they discovered was Iris.
Got it. Contact boss. Have them bring Hitomi to Abyss.
Roger that.
You're awfully calm. You saw the corpse of your daughter today. You were called into the station to confirm her identity. And yet here you are, cool as a cucumber, even though you lost your precious daughter. Shall I guess why?
Her name is Iwai Monica. She has been missing for 18 years. She was 19 years old at the time she went missing. Monica, Hitomi Sagan, and Renju Okiura all attended Eitoku High School. Monica's body was found completely frozen solid. Her right eye was missing. Her body shows multiple stab wounds from an edged weapon to the back of the torso. The cause of death was those stab wounds. The murder weapon was most likely a kitchen knife. She was also pregnant until just before her time of death. Monica's corpse was hidden under the hood of a forklift in Okiura Fishery cold storage warehouse. This warehouse has been under Renju's management for 18 years. Mizuki witnessed Renju checking on the corpse. This of course means that Renju knew about Monica. Because Monica's corpse is completely frozen, it is difficult to determine her time of death. However, her appearance appears to be unchanged from when she went missing 18 years ago. Thus, it is extremely likely she was killed around that time,
So her baby would be...
just turning 18.
Because that body isn't Iris, and you know it.
Are you serious?
Yes. Her name is Monica Iwai. She was killed when she was 19. She went to the same high school as you, and she was your best friend. Isn't that right? Nothing to say for yourself? Hiding something? Maybe you killed her with Renju.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, now you're talking. But we know Renju committed a crime, illegally disposing of a body, and we can prove it. The cold storage warehouse where the body was found. It's been managed by Renju Okiura for almost 2 decades now, and witness testimony proves that he knew about the corpse there. And if I'm not mistaken, you knew about the corpse too, Hitomi. You and Renju have been close since high school. It's not too much of a stretch to think that he told you about the body. And I remember you telling me once.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
How did you know that she was dead?
I didn't.
Don't play dumb. I know you're hiding something. You know what happened 18 years ago. And you knew she was pregnant. You were her best friend. Of course you would have known. Tell me. Tell me everything!
Date, she's not going to talk. Sync with her.
Date, I'm sure I've told you enough times by now, but please, come back within 6 minutes.
I can't promise you that, Pewter.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not coming back until I find something.
Date, you can't.
Why not?
You know why.
Because it will take over my consciousness?
Yes.
But if it's only a little...
No, not even a little. If the sync passes the critical point, the damage will be irreparable.
But what does that mean exactly?
No.
I'm not hiding anything.
Then let's try it. Let's experiment with my mind. Then we'll know for sure what'll happen.
Fine. I'll just say it.
Yeah?
Pewter, tell him.
Me?
You know more about it than I do.
Well...
Ask Pewter. He knows more about it than I do.
Well, first off, 6 minutes is not a hard limit. It could be 7, or even 8.
I don't care about the exact time. I'm asking what happens if you go beyond the limit.
Do you remember the story I told you about the egg?
Yeah, why?
If you imagine an egg as your consciousness, the yolk is what goes into the subject's brain. The white remains inside your shell. If you go beyond the limit, your yolk will not be able to return to its shell.
Because the subject's mind will start to take over the sinker's consciousness, right? I know that part already.
Indeed. But there's more to it. After the yolk is devoured, the egg white is brought through the machine next.
Huh?
And there's more. It's not just the sinker's brain. The same process eventually occurs in the subject's as well. In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced. Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
The human brain has what can be understood as a memory limit. One brain can only hold one consciousness, and it can only contain one person's memories.
Now you know everything. Talk to the boss.
I was unaware of this as well. This information is not on any accessible databases.
We had to prevent the possibility that the system could be exploited.
Exploited? But
Even if it wasn't you, someone else might try. We didn't tell any sinkers this, including you. Project Sync is a top-secret project. It's a matter of national security. Even sinkers are on a need-to-know basis. Think about it. What if you were kidnapped by bad people who tried to make you talk?
bad people?
A criminal organization, spies from another country, those people. If you blabbed about Project Sync, the entire country might be at risk. You heard it from Pewter. The Sync machine isn't just for entering a person's Somnium. It can also be used to swap bodies between two people. Imagine what this machine would be used for in the wrong hands. That's why I didn't tell you. We can't let this secret get out.
bodies between two people? Trading minds?
Remember what I told you earlier. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I got it.
Are you really okay?
I'm fine. Start it.
Understood. Let us begin.
God?
I am the god of fire. I burn erotic books with my flames of red-hot anger.
My, how ruthless.
Ow!
Are you okay?
That hurt.
I'll let you read this porno mag if it'll make you feel better.
I will burn it.
The fog is making it pitch black.
The light over there. Is that a firefly?
Somnium scan. Activate.
It disappeared?
No, wait. It might still be nearby.
A flower bud. I cannot identify the variety.
What happened?
It doesn't have any particular smell, but for some reason I nearly blacked out.
Maybe it's poisonous. Be careful.
What's this? Caring words from you, Date. What are you hiding? A flower bud. I cannot identify the type of flower in this state. It appears to be some kind of lily. A flower bud. Worship it?
Yeah.
I will pray to it as though I am mourning the dead. a little?
I don't know what caused it, but it's better than nothing happening.
A hole in a tree. I may be able to fit inside. I am not going to be eaten or anything, right? Whoa! I fell, but I am still in the forest.
It's darker than before.
What? Is someone there?
Hey!
That voice is...
Find out where that voice is coming from.
Five minutes left, Date.
Renju Okiura. He looks young, but this is definitely Renju Okiura as he appeared approximately 20 years ago.
That's a long time ago.
Renju Okiura. This is for neglecting your responsibility to Mizuki, you coward! No use. I can't hit him.
This Renju is still a teenager. He wouldn't know Mizuki yet.
Renju Okiura. Renju, what are you doing in a place like this?
He won't answer.
Not in a place like this, at least. Renju Yoo-hoo, Renju! Come get some of this. Come on!
Sorry, that was a bad idea.
Don't apologize. This is Renju's fault for having bad taste.
4 minutes.
A rock. But it's a rock.
Gods live in the rocks too, you know.
A rather Japanese way of thinking.
Just try it.
If you insist.
How was it? You've cleared your head, right?
Yes. I now feel a sense of emptiness.
Guess it was a waste of time.
I do not want to hear that from you. A rock. Do what?
Just try.
Understood.
Well, did you find anything?
No, of course not. A rock. This is a simple rock, but
Is there any kind of pattern?
no, there does not appear to be. rock. This is a simple rock, but
Is there any kind of pattern?
no, there does not appear to be.
3 minutes, Dante.
A hole in the tree. It looks about as big around as a soccer ball. I cannot see anything. It is unnaturally dark.
Anything else?
I do not see anywhere that air could be flowing from. A hole in the tree. I am not going to be sucked in, am I?
That's strange. It should have worked.
Did you want to see me get sucked in?
Yeah.
A hole in the tree. The Emperor is naked!
Okay. What about the Empress, though?
The Empress is naked!
Sounds like my kind of empire. Let's move there. I don't see anything.
Nor do I. A hole in the tree. Understood. I will do my best. This is a picture of Hitomi, Renju, and Monica.
Everyone is so young. Hold on to that.
You have less than 2 minutes, Dante. Hurry.
Renju Okiura. Renju, look at this. Wait!
Renju, stop!
A rock. Understood. My foot hurts.
I see.
My foot hurts!
Sorry.
What is this hole? It wasn't here earlier. Really?
Yeah, go ahead.
Understood. Huh. It's even more difficult to see now. Another voice? Monica! That's Hitomi's voice.
Where is she? Look for her.
another hole in a tree. About as big as a capybara, I estimate.
Those are pretty big.
Leave it to me. I will break it down. Huh? Ah! Date, perhaps we should pursue a more peaceful route.
Yeah, I agree.
You have 1 minute left.
A hole in a tree. What is this? A web of some kind?
Well, it would have to be a spider web.
I have web on my face. A rock. What?
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
A rock. Understood. My foot hurts.
I see.
My foot hurts!
Sorry.
A hole in a tree. I may be able to fit inside. I am not going to be eaten. Whoa! I fell, but I am still in the forest.
It's darker than before.
What? Is someone there?
Hey!
That voice is...
Find out where that voice is coming from.
5 minutes left, Date.
a hole in the tree. It looks about as big around as a soccer ball. Understood. I will do my best. This is a picture of Hitomi, Renju, and Monika.
Everyone is so young. Hold on to that.
Renju Okiura. Renju, look at this. Wait!
Renju, stop!
A rock. This is a simple rock, but...
Is there any kind of pattern?
No, there does not appear to be.
Four minutes.
What is this hole?
Yeah, go ahead.
Understood. Huh. It's even more difficult to see now. Another voice? Monica! That's Hitomi's voice.
Where is she? Look for her.
A rock. This is a simple rock, but
Is there any kind of pattern?
no, there does not appear to be.
3 minutes, Date.
Another hole in a tree.
Those are pretty big.
Hitomi! Date likes Hitomi!
Hey, what are you trying to say? Hitomi won't remember this sink. But still.
Hitomi stopped. That's Hitomi. Hitomi? I see.
Well,
She dresses modestly, but underneath she has a curvaceous body.
good work, Aiba. That's good to know.
That's Hitomi. Where?
Well, you could, touch her...
But in this Somnium, she might be a minor.
her stomach. Test how soft her stomach is.
If you say so. I touched it.
So, what's the softness situation? Tell me.
It was soft. Nice and pliant. No noticeable abdominal muscles.
Valuable information indeed. Thank you, Aiba.
You old pervert.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
That's Hitomi. Hitomi Sagan. Like Renju, this must have been approximately 20 years ago.
Something must have happened around that time.
A rock. This is a simple rock, but
Is there any kind of pattern?
no, there does not appear to be. A hole in a tree. I won't get sucked in, right? Hmm? A cord bracelet has appeared on my wrist. Perhaps it belongs to someone.
Might be important. Hold on to it.
That's Hitomi. Do you remember this? Wait!
Follow her!
On it!
You have 1 minute left.
A large hole. Was this here before? If there is nothing left to do... Date, what is going on?
I don't know, it's pitch black. I can't see anything.
I see. Then it is not me malfunctioning.
Can you feel your way around?
I can try.
Time's up.
A licorice flower. Nothing is happening.
That's to be expected, but still disappointing.
Date, we can't! Time is up!
Damn it! Is it over?
A flower bud. A hole in a tree.
5 minutes left, Date. Four minutes.
What? An- A hole in a tree.
3 minutes, Date. You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
A licorice flower. Let's do it. What? Another hole. A large hole. We've come this far. I will. Huh? That is...
Hitomi, I think I know what happened 18 years ago. You three were close. You, Monica, and Renju. Monica was murdered. You and Renju found the body in the mountains, and you brought it back to the cold storage warehouse. And my guess is So Sejima killed Monica. I've seen inside his head before, using this machine.
I see. If you know that much, then there's no point in hiding it anymore. I'll tell you the truth.
Wait, you're going to see So?
Yes. I want to talk to him in person.
No, you can't.
Why not? Are you worried about my body? You don't have to worry about that. I'm totally fine.
But your stomach is still...
Oh, my doctor told me that's normal. Your stomach doesn't go down right away after giving birth.
I'm not worried about your body. I don't know how to explain it. So doesn't care about you, and especially not your child.
I haven't told him about giving birth. He contacted me for the first time in a while.
So that's why.
He wants to know about the baby.
He must be panicking. If anyone ever finds out his mistress had his baby, his political career would be over.
It's not like it was an affair.
His wife passed away after giving birth to his son, right?
It would still be a big scandal. He impregnated a girl who just graduated high school. Don't you see how that looks? He knew how the public would take it. That's why he gave you the money to deal with it. There's no way he'll accept that child.
It's okay. I told him that I won't cause any trouble. But could you take care of the baby? Just for a little bit? I'll be right back.
Fine. But take this with you, just in case. It's a GPS transmitter, just to be extra safe.
I really don't think I'll need it. But okay, if it'll make you feel better.
I don't know what Monica saw in So. She said he was kind and loyal, that he wanted to change Japan, but I didn't understand any of it. We tried to convince her to break up with him so many times. She never listened, and it ended in tragedy. What happened next, you already know. Neither Renju or I saw it happen, so I don't know how much of this is accurate, but we could guess what happened. Renju told me.
But you said he wasn't there.
He heard some of this from the Kumakuras. Renju had connections with them.
How did the Kumakuras know?
So told them. Date, you said that Monica was killed by So, right? But that's not true. Monica was killed by Saito Sejima. the son of So and his late wife. Saito was 12 at the time.
12?
Yes.
But why would a little boy do that?
I don't know. I can't imagine. He told her to move overseas. He said he'd pay for everything. So contacted his friend, the chairman of the Kumakuras. He asked him to dispose of the body and left the scene with Saito.
The incident was 18 years ago. That means the chairman was Rohan, not Moma.
Rohan went to the scene of the crime?
Yes, with some of his men. Again, neither Renju or I saw this. We were just waiting at my house for Monica to return. But she never came back. We tried to call her cell, but it didn't connect. But then, we saw movement on the GPS.
The GPS Renju gave to Monica?
Yes. At first, we thought she was on her way home. We saw the GPS getting further and further away from the city. Renju and I got nervous, and we decided to follow it.
What about the baby?
We couldn't take the baby with us, so Renju gave the baby to the mob doctor he trusted.
Those are Kumakura men.
We didn't dare move. We couldn't speak. We were barely breathing. We could only watch as it all unfolded. I knew what the hole was for, but I couldn't move. Couldn't do anything. I remember my heart beating so fast. Before long.
We good here?
Yeah. Cover her.
Just a minute.
The Kumakura people covered Monika's body, then left. Renju and I ran over and dug up the grave with a tree branch. What we saw.
Monica! Monica! We need to... We need to call the police.
No, we can't. Not yet.
Why not?
You don't know who those guys are. They would do anything to keep this hidden. I've seen it happen myself. I know what they're capable of. Anyway, think about it. Why would they do this? They thought Monica and her baby were going to be trouble. Monica's stomach was still pretty big. I don't think they know that she gave birth already. What do you think they'd do if they found out? They would take her and kill her too. And then, they'd come for us. They'd make it look like we disappeared. All of us would be... gone.
Renju convinced me. He knew more about the dirty underbelly of society than anyone. He knew when something couldn't be handled by the police. He said that they would do anything to kill the child. And I believed him. We had to protect Monica's baby. We had to. No matter what.
Okay. I understand.
I decided to trust him. We couldn't leave Monica's body in the forest. We cleaned her up and took her to the cold storage warehouse.
This warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery. My father runs it. But it's not in use right now. They're moving operations to a better area. They're actually looking for buyers right now. But don't worry. I'll take over the warehouse.
Are you sure?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll keep everyone out. Everyone but you, of course. I'll give you a key. You can come visit any time you want to see Monica.
Monica, don't worry about the baby. I'll protect her, no matter what. And don't worry about them, either. The people who did this to you, I will never forgive them. I'm sorry, Monica. Sorry. I'm sorry. Monica.
The mob doctor took care of everything. I have the birth certificate, and I even picked up a mother and baby book. It wasn't cheap, but you don't have to worry about it. Just submit the birth certificate, and everything will be taken care of. You look worried.
I feel like I'm somehow betraying Monica. She was the one who gave birth.
Soon, you won't even be able to think about that, because a war is about to begin.
A war?
Between you and the baby. You won't get a good night's sleep for a long time. You might even start to resent Monica for all this.
Really?
Anyway, as soon as you submit the certificate, you will officially be her mother. Be sure to raise her responsibly. I'll help. Occasionally.
Occasionally, huh?
I don't really want to discuss this, but there's something you need to know. After talking to the Kumakura gang, I found out who killed Monica. So's son, Saito Sejima.
How? Saito was only
12 years old.
Why? Why would a little boy do that?
I don't know the motive, but I know it's true. So used his connections with the Kumakuras to cover up for his son. And all of the evidence of this scandal, of course.
I'll never forgive them. So, his son, or the Kumakuras.
I feel the same way. But you can't think about revenge now. You and the baby can't lead a life like that. Just bear with it for now. The opportunity will come, so wait until the right moment. Okay?
I was thinking about her name. How about Iris?
Iris?
The goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology, and the colored part of your eye.
And the flower, too.
Right.
I thought it might have something to do with your name, Hitomi.
Not only that. It's also for Monika's name. The kanji for Monica uses the character for love. And Monica reminds me of Manako, Japanese for eye.
So both names have something to do with the eye.
And I, which means love, will always be a part of Iris.
So that's how you came up with the name?
Don't you think it's nice?
Iris. Iris. Yeah, I really like it.
And so my life with Iris began. Raising a child was much harder than I expected. waking up in the middle of the night to change diapers or feed her. Iris wasn't a good sleeper. I had to sing her lullabies to put her to sleep, and I always needed to put her to bed so carefully. It would only take 10 seconds before she'd start crying again, so I had to pick her up, sing her another lullaby, then put her back to bed. After doing this over and over, before I knew it, the morning sun would creep in through the windows. But even with all that, I cherished every single day. My hatred for those responsible never went away. But my hands were full, raising Iris. I devoted myself to her. I never thought about anything else. Eventually, my desire for revenge just faded away.
Mommy, I won race today! Is Mommy proud of me? Mommy, I want to see Milky Moon again! Mommy, you are so good at dancing! Mommy, pancakes are done! Sorry, I burned it a little. Mommy, why can't I dance at the stores? I can't help it! My body dances on its own! Mommy, don't more people come to barbecues? How come it's always you and me? Hey, Mommy. How long will it take my bone to get better? I want to dance again with everybody. Hey, Mommy! Do you like my shirt? Look, we're matching! Mommy, thank you for everything! I love you more than anything in the whole wide world! Mommy, look! I drew it!
The Okonomiyaki War, huh?
That was so fun! We should do it again!
The food or the food fight?
Both!
I'm gonna have to say no to the latter, sweetie. It took forever to clean.
But Uncle said he wants to do it again, too! Hey, Mommy.
Yes?
Are you gonna marry him?
What are you talking about?
As long as it's Uncle, I'm all for it! I say go for it!
I would always question myself. Could I keep living a lie? I had promised Monica that I would avenge her. But I couldn't work up the courage. And maybe Renju was exaggerating. But there's no statute of limitations for murder in Japan. If we showed Monica's body to the police, So would be punished by the law. And the Tsujima's and Kumakura's crimes would be uncovered. But that would mean Iris's secret would be uncovered as well. That's what I was really worried about. I didn't want Iris to know that So was her father. And even more than that, I didn't want her to know that I'm not her real mother. That's the real reason I've been silent for 18 years. I didn't want to lose Iris. But fate can be cruel. God used other means to take Iris from me. In January, Iris suddenly collapsed. It was caused by a malignant tumor in her brain. There's nothing we can do. She only has a year to live at most. That's what the doctor said. If you remember me telling you. But what I didn't tell you is that there was an experimental new treatment. It was
Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer.
and they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said.
Nanomachines. Nanomachines could remove the tumor. But the procedure would be so expensive. With my salary, it wasn't something I could afford. I thought hard about it, about how I could get my hands on that kind of money, but I couldn't think of a solution. Time passed. Before I knew it, it was November. Iris's symptoms worsened. Her time was running out. I was starting to panic. I couldn't sit here and waste time while Iris... In any case, I had to get the money before it was too late. So I thought of a plan. A plan to blackmail Sosajima. Two days ago, on Saturday night, I called So and invited him to come to the warehouse. He agreed to come. After I hinted at what happened 18 years ago, I had prepared everything, hiding behind the forklift until So came. When he finally arrived, he walked over to the workbench where I had laid Monika's body. He lifted the cloth and looked down. He whimpered and stumbled back. Even he was fazed, seeing a body he thought he got rid of 18 years ago. Not to mention it was the body of a woman he was in a relationship with. A woman his own son killed. He reacted exactly as I expected he would. I had prepared a recording and sent it to his phone.
I know what happened 18 years ago. Everything. I know who did it, and I know she had a baby inside her. You can probably guess what I'm going to say next. Be prepared to pay for my silence. I will tell you the exact amount later. And don't tell anyone about this. Not Saito. Not the Kumakuras. If you do anything even remotely suspect, I will go to the press with the truth. Understand?
I told him to keep quiet and cut ties with the Kumakuras. Even if he found out who I was, without the Kumakura gang, he had no power over me. And there's no way he'd risk his political career, not to go after me. I saw So put his phone back into his pocket and run out of the warehouse. I came out of my hiding place to put Monika's body back, but then something unexpected happened. I saw you, Date. I hid behind the forklift before you saw me. And when you were done looking around...
It can't be. Iris.
Iris is not Hitomi's daughter. But Iris's father is Sosajima. Her mother, Monica Iwai, was killed 18 years ago by So's son, Saito. However, Hitomi raised Iris since she was a baby. Hitomi showed unwavering love and compassion for her, just as much as her biological mother would have, if not more. Iris's tumor was discovered in January of this year. The only possible treatment was experimental nanotechnology. However, that treatment is restrictively expensive. Hitomi devised a plan to blackmail Sosajima for the money. The best way to establish the blackmail was to show him proof directly. That is why Hitomi created the scene with the corpse. She was the one who called So to the warehouse. On Sunday night, what Date saw was what Hitomi had prepared for So. That is the summary of what we have learned so far. But there are some things I have yet to understand. Date, pull yourself together. Ask her questions. Date, snap out of it!
I'm sorry. I have no idea. No, I did not. All of this was my idea.
I probably don't have to ask, but let me just be sure. After I left the warehouse, what did you do?
I put Monica's body back onto the hood of the forklift. Then, I left.
Makes sense.
That's why the police didn't see the body when they arrived on the scene. It makes perfect sense now that I have the facts. Iris did not resurrect. You simply mistook Monica for Iris. The body did not disappear. Hitomi moved it. Those were the events at the warehouse Sunday night. Simple. There are still a few loose ends, but I believe I understand what occurred 18 years ago. However, none of this ties directly back to Shoko Nadami. Her murder was just 4 days ago. Is it connected? Or are these two separate cases?
If there is a connection, it would be with Renju and So. We can think about it later. More importantly...
Wait. Where are you going?
To look for Iris, of course.
But you have no idea where she is, right?
Do you know something?
Yes. At around 4 o'clock today, I received a phone call. I don't know who it was. They were using a voice modulator.
What did they say?
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies. That's why I didn't tell you earlier.
Renju.
We don't know that for certain. It could be number 89.
Either way, Iris is in danger right now.
The voice asked for something else. He told me to go to a specified location with you.
With me?
Yes.
The culprit knows me? It must be Renju. What location?
I'm sorry, but this stops now.
Date. Run!
Boss!
Please, do not worry. I merely put her to sleep.
What are you doing?
My orders. They told us to halt our investigation. The boss was already going against orders as it is, which is why...
Investigation? What investigation? Shoko or Iris?
Neither. The investigation of Monika's murder.
Monika? But her case is all but completely solved.
Yes, but only to us, right? If we say nothing, then her investigation is ongoing.
So Tsushima. So threatened us, didn't he?
I don't know. But you've been stripped of your authority on this investigation, as of 5 minutes ago. In fact, you are to be placed under house arrest. What will you do, Date? I suggest you comply.
Aiba, can you turn the power on?
Easily.
Alright, get ready. 3, 2, 1! Now tell me. Where is the location?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
If I told you, you'd go alone, wouldn't you? But if I don't go with you...
Alright, take me there. I know this place.
It's the chemical plant that closed 8 years ago.
Date, I'm sorry, but this is going to be bad.
What happened?
Someone has begun to access my stored memory. They are attempting to wipe all the data. Everything I have accumulated over the last 5 years, including backups.
Pewter. Is Pewter doing this?
Almost definitely. He does have admin rights. I summoned some ice, but that will only buy time. I have 4 hours at the most. After my ice is broken, Peter will be able to access Project, my core programming. He would be able to destroy my mind.
Why?
It must be related to the orders they are receiving from the top. The higher-ups clearly see you as a threat, They are attempting to limit your power by removing you from the equation. I suppose their motivation hardly matters now. They most important thing now is finding Iris and bringing her to Abyss within 4 hours. Or else, I will cease to exist.
Date? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just...
All right, now you know. So get moving. I'm counting on you, Date.
I'll go in first. You wait here.
Okay.
Is that... Renju?
Guys.
Sosajima. Why? Why? Boss? What's going on here? Why did Boss kill So? Shoko was killed around 5 p.m. Friday. What was Boss doing at that time?
Unknown.
What about Saturday, 8 p.m.?
The time Renju was killed? Similarly unknown.
Iris and Ota were killed at different times. I was watching the stream on the call with Boss.
Only the first few minutes. The polar bear had not yet appeared on stream. It is possible that she made the call from somewhere off camera.
Where was Boss's phone at the time? Check her cell records.
She did not call from a mobile phone. She used a PC. Using a VPN service, she could have accessed her Abyss PC from the warehouse and made the call.
Boss is the new Cyclops killer? Shoko, Renju, Iris, Ota, So. Boss killed them all?
The evidence makes that a likely possibility. So also had his left eye removed. Identical to Shoko, Renju, and Iris. Date, I know where the boss is. I have picked up her GPS.
Where?
She is now at the Sagan residence, somewhere inside Hitomi's house.
What? Hitomi! Hitomi! Ima, call boss's phone.
On it. It's not coming from outside. The phone is somewhere in this room. No, that's not the right phone.
I know.
The boss's phone.
Oh, shit.
Kaname Date, you were under arrest for murder.
What the hell?
Drop your weapon! Comply!
Boss? I didn't kill anyone! Please, believe me!
They are not listening to you.
Please, lower your weapons. You drop your guns, I'll drop mine.
Date, do you really think these officers will listen to you?
But what choice do I have?
I could ask you the same thing. You killed Shoko Nadami, didn't you?
That's ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Don't lie. I don't know. She was gone when I got here.
Why did you come here?
Why would I tell you? Are you kidding me?
You're the new Cyclops killer.
What? Why do you think that?
You put a gun to Zoe's head and pulled the trigger. I saw it with my own eye.
Shut up! Shut up! Stop lying!
This is going nowhere.
Are you going to fight?
I have no choice.
I recommend against it. You have zero chance of winning a firefight.
Well then, what can I do?
Let me think. Date, what is that on the kitchen table? Could it be your favorite thing?
What?
The magazine.
You want me to look at a magazine now?
Just look.
It can't be. This is the stuff of legends. Only the most diehard fans have ever laid eyes on it. Whoa! Limited edition!
Date, load Evolver with firebomb bullets. Shoot at the cloud!
Why?
Just do as I say, and fast! She is probably just unconscious. Her right shoulder and left leg suffered damage.
A dust explosion, huh? Good thinking.
Thank you.
But you could have just had me throw the bag of flour.
That would have been too slow. To improve your reaction time, I had to improvise.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's have a look. Hey, this is just a cooking magazine.
Boss is still unconscious. However, her brainwaves are stable. Syncing with her shouldn't be an issue.
Date, talking to her would be pointless. You do know that, don't you?
Because I know that the boss is my enemy. I got the video from Iba. I processed it and found that it showed no sign of tampering or editing. Which means there can be no mistake. The boss shot and killed Sosejima after pulling out his left eye. That makes the odds of her being the culprit behind the other murders very high. Or maybe she had accomplices. Either way, she's a criminal. That's why I am cooperating with you, Special Agent Date. I want it as bad as you do. The truth. I had him put back behind bars.
In Fuchu prison.
That's right. I couldn't keep him here. She has broken her right shoulder, as well as the fibula of her left leg. But her brain is perfectly healthy. You can sync with her.
Computer, are the preparations done?
Ready anytime.
Let's get started.
Dante.
I know. 6-minute time limit. I'll be back before time's up.
Well then, let's begin.
Time to loosen up.
you.